हो जाएगा, डोंट वरी।
Hello everyone. Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to yet another episode of Conversations with Intern. I am Raghavaditya and I have been working with Lend a Hand India for the last 5 months in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh as part of the PMU Catalyst team. This is an initiative where we bring in the voices, experiences and stories of young students who have experienced skill education and internships during their school years. And today's conversation is going to be particularly special because we have three young voices joining us from Nagaland, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. Three different states, three different backgrounds, different traits, and different experiences. But there is one thing that connects all three of them: their journey through skill education and their experience of learning by doing. And our theme for today captures that journey beautifully: freedom to choose what interests us, skills that help us turn that interest into ability, and the confidence to take that ability into the real world. And I think this theme beautifully captures what skill education is all about. Before we meet our interns, I want to take a moment to talk about why skill education is important for every student in the country. For a very long time, we have looked at education mainly through the lens of textbooks, examinations, marks, grades, all that. Of course, all of these are important, but one question we should ask all ourselves: is that enough to prepare a child for the real world? Every child, I think, also needs to learn how to solve problems, how to communicate, work with others, make decisions in their life, and most importantly, believe in themselves. And that's where skill education makes the real difference. It gives all the students to a chance to try new things, explore their interests, learn by doing, and discover what they're actually good at. And sometimes, when a child actually creates something, works with their hands, visits a workplace, or experiences an internship, they realize something very powerful: I can do this. And I think that confidence can change the way a child looks at their future. Because as we all know, the future is not only about the marks we score, it's also about the skills they build, the experiences they gain, and the confidence they develop. And instead of me talking about skill education for the next 30 minutes, I would rather hear it from the students who have actually experienced it. So, without wasting any more time, let's all meet them. We have one student joining us from Nagaland, one from Karnataka, and one from Maharashtra. Welcome, all three of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Before we begin, I want to tell you something. There are no right or wrong answers today. This is your story. So I want you to speak openly, honestly, and naturally. कोई डरने की बात नहीं, okay? We want students watching this conversation to see themselves in your stories. Okay? So let's start with with something very simple. Could each of you introduce yourself? Tell us your name, where you are from, what you are currently doing, and most importantly, what trade and job role did you learn as part of your skill education? Over to you. Who wants to go first?
Hi, sir. And hi,
Hi,
everyone.
Yengam.
My name is Yengam Eskonyak, and I'm from Nagaland. And I have done my class 12 from TM Corman Higher Secondary School. And now I'm currently pursuing PCA in Nilit, Kohima. And I'm glad to join today. And I have done my internship in automobile trade. And I learned so many things such as communication skills and also all about these missions and tools and everything. So I'm very glad and I'm happy and excited to share my journey. So thank you.
So I'll go now. Hello everyone.
Yes.
Myself Srushti. I'm from Maharashtra, as you know. I'm currently studying in 11th standard and very interested in science and healthcare, which why I choose to do an internship in this diagnostic center. which goals me to communicate with patients and how to do teamwork in the hospital settings.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much everyone for joining this live. My name is Satvik Arudupi and I'm from Karnataka. Currently, I am pursuing BCA, first year BCA in JSS Science and Technology University, Mysore. And I have completed my 12th in Udupi Government PU College of Brahmara, where I have chosen the trade of automobile and also have been completed 80 hours of internship in as a technician, service technician in a garage. And also currently I am working as an skill mitra in Lenda Hand India, where I'm promoting skill education across the nation.
Wonderful. Uh, can you brief a little more about what is this Skill Mitra, Satvik?
So basically skill mitra, like it is a platform for the students where
Hmm.
we can uh, we can showcase ourselves, we can promote skill education, like we basically what I do is that I focus on bridging the gap between the education and employability. So basically skill mitra is a remote internship of 6 months, where I basically outreach to the employees for the internships, basically in a local shops or in a remote locations where there is a lack of employability for the young generations. So basically being a skill mitra, I promote skill education and also make the youth of the India to get the employability by doing their internships in their early career.
Nice, yeah, helping yourself and also helping others. Amazing.
Yes.
So, when you first heard that you were going to learn a vocational skill or participate in skill education, what was your first reaction?
So basically, it was like an optional subject for us for the Kannada subject, which I choose for the automobile because I have basically interested in some learning something new in that during the 11th and 12th standard. So basically, I chose automobiles to learn new things. I have learned like not just about the technical or the service things, but also have learned problem solving, confidence over talking, communication, and also basically I have tackled few of the sales, which helped me grow personally, communicate properly, and all.
Cool. So, was it the same for Yingam and Sushtis also? Like, were you guys excited, confused, curious, or did you initially think like, why do I need to learn this skill? What was your experience, both of you?
So for me, it was the kind of same as Sadway. We had three options of vocational subject, and one was agriculture, one was Tinide, which is Angami dialect, and then I chose electronics, which is the third subject, and uh, the internship opportunity we got in different workplace and then in different places, which I chose to go to a automobile and AR machinery shops. So overall, my trade is automobile, but my subject, vocational subject, was electronics. So we were basically given to choose by ourselves. It was not like a particular subject that we have to choose it like that, but we were given the open opportunity to choose by our own. Yeah, that's all.
And for
It
Sushti?
was, yeah, it was quite same for me. I was bit of nervous and also excited because healthcare is my favorite topic to what I learn, and I was too excited to what I'm going to learn, and the confidence I gained after the internship was amazing.
Great. So now going forward, one of the most important things about skill education is that it allows students to explore possibilities beyond the traditional idea of a career, right? Not that regular subjects what we study. So when you are introduced to different trades, how did you decide which one you wanted to learn? Was it something you were already interested in, something you were good at, or did your parents suggest which trade to take, or did your trainers or teachers or principals suggest? or did you simply think this looks interesting, let me give it a shot? So how did that picking up trades happen for each one of you?
So for me, me taking automobile as my trade was my decision because I
Automobile?
was excited.
Oh, I forgot. Automobile
Yes,
from
sir.
Nagaland. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Not the regular
So
beautician or food processing.
yes, not sir. My what I thought was I should choose which I want to choose, like not fulfilling people expectation or something else. As we all know, like out, being a girl choosing automobile as a trade is little unusual. Even for me, it's that like forget about the society thinking that way. But even for me, it was first unusual. But at the initial point, as soon as I heard about it, like motonation and AR machinery shops where you will learn automobile skills and everything, I got excited and I wanted to try something new for myself. And then it really taught me plenty much of knowledge and skills. So I am truly proud of myself choosing it without thinking that what people will think or like that. So choosing automobile was my choice, and my parents really to help me. My entire family, they were very supportive. And then when I told them about what I have chosen and that I'm going for an internship, particularly, they were very happy. So they even encouraged me, saying like, take the opportunity and make the most out of it. Like how much time period you have, like 80 hours, make use of it and learn as much as you can. So that's how they supported me, and that's how I grew more confident about choosing it. And I am glad that I chose that. Thank you.
So sweet. What about Satvik and Sushti?
Yes, sir. So in Karnataka, I guess it is completely different. Basically, we have been given of options like for the boys we had a option of automobile, and for the girls we they had option for beauty and wellness. So basically,
Okay.
as with a curious mind, I wanted to learn new things. So that's why in my 11th standard I choose automobile, where I which basically I didn't know what automobile is firstly. Just with the curiosity I joined it, and I have got so many opportunities from that. That really helped me.
Cool. And then Sushti?
Yeah, for me, it was not mandatory to work at a one place where the vocational teacher tells us, but an internship was a chance for me to go at a real workshop place and learn some practical skills. Instead of reading books and magazines, we can actually work there, observe, and also learn how things are done in the center. And it was actually great, amazing, and interesting thing in our life. We must enjoy it and we must experience it. Everyone should experience these things in their life at least once, I think.
That's really interesting. And I think this is something every student should have the freedom to explore, to choose something they're genuinely interested in. Because when you choose something you're passionate about, learning doesn't feel like a burden. You actually want to learn more and more. And to all the viewers, that freedom to choose can be the first step towards discovering what they're capable of, and what the students want to pursue in the future. Mm, and from whatever you guys shared so far, my next question will be: was there a particular moment during your skill education journey when you thought, I could actually build a career around this skill, whatever I am currently doing? Or if you already had a career in your mind, did learning this trade or job role help you move closer to that dream career goal, whatever? Tell us about that moment.
Yes, sir. Actually, when we have completed our 80 hours of internship in a local garage as a service technician, they actually offered us for the full-time role. Basically, they were happy to have us getting paid like 15,000 a month. So that's actually an interesting part. Being a 17 to 16 to 17 years old, getting an opportunity to work and earn is really great in that situation. So that thing, choosing an automobile in the 11th standard, helped me to get that offer. So yes, definitely, vocational education really helps a lot in getting any full-time roles after doing the internship.
Great. And for Yengam and Srishti?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. I'm excited to share this. So, Srishti, I'm sorry, but let me go first.
Okay.
So it's like this. For me, I was called by my proprietor, like the supervisor. He called me and told me like we actually we were three of us who went to the workplace Moto Nation all together. But then I was the only one who he called and told me like if I have time after my final examination, so I can come and have like a part-time job type. So I was very happy, and that pushed my confidence even more. But I couldn't go. Still, it taught me a lesson that trying new opportunity means finding a new way for us to really go and do practically. So it was that, and then the other thing is that going to an automobile now technically I'm not doing all these things in my practical life like not regularly. I do like once twice something like that if it turns out that I have to do it sometimes. But usually it's like this that I don't have uh very much time where I will go and make bikes or do those machine works. But what helped me is that my confidence has built as after I have gone to that workshop. Like working in a place so unusual, but you know, adapting it slowly, that really brought me into this position of being like open up to the world, not feeling shy to speak up what I feel. So the main thing I learned from this internship was building up confidence, and also my communication skills have changed a lot. I was not like this. I could not even speak a word, but now it have changed. And then, yeah, that's it. And I was even given the opportunity to come and work with them together. So I'm really glad to share that.
Very nice. Srishti?
Yeah, for me, it definitely worked. It helped me understanding the medical field in a better way and made me more confident and responsible also. And it made my goal more clear in my life. So what do I want to do? So it was definitely approved from my side.
Mm. That's amazing. And I think that's where skill education becomes really meaningful, where students start connecting what they're learning today with what they might want to do tomorrow. As we all know, skill education is not just about learning a trade; it is also about developing skills that stay with you throughout your life, right? So, apart from the technical skills related to whatever trade you all three of you did, what other skills did you develop during this journey? For example, communication, teamwork, problem solving, creativity, leadership. So we have so many skills, other skills, right? Which are required for in the career for you to grow. So what all other skills, knowingly, unknowingly, today when you reflect back and see, what skills did you develop? Who wants
Yes,
to
sir.
go first?
I will go first.
Okay.
So firstly, as I mentioned, I am from automobile and I have done internship as a service technician. So basically, while working in a garage, I used to get a responsibility to work on that particular vehicle. So basically, I should do that in a such a perfect way so that the user or the vehicle owner doesn't get any problems in future. So first things I have learned is that responsibility to solve the problems properly. So basically, I have worked with a supervisor where he used to see over me while I have been working on that particular vehicles, and also have worked with the employees with them, learning new things, what they have worked. Just because I was curious, I used to go to other vehicles also, and I used to check what problem they are solving, what problem they are like what they are solving and all. So yes, the basically firstly main thing which I gained is that responsibility to solve particular problem and gain confidence and tell confidently that it has been solved. That is what actually I have learned.
Beautiful, beautiful, Satvik. Sushti?
Yeah. So, what happens after this thing, internship, that in my surrounding, anyone just collapsed in front of me, or someone got in any accident. So, I got an idea about what to do. And primary first aid, I get an idea that what
Yes.
would I do there. So, in home, in neighboring, any surrounding area, I can have that idea to what to do next, the next step I had in my mind. So this was a benefit behind my internship. This was mostly preferred.
Super.
And for me, as I've mentioned earlier, the first thing was communication skill, and then mostly the listening part, because sometimes we lack listening, especially me. I used to lack listening part, but then they have also shared their practical, the real thing that they have experienced. For me, it was communicating with the customer. One time, one customer came and then he asked me like how like the mission, about the missions. So I told them about it, and that's how I got. At first, initially I was very nervous, but slowly I talked to them and then I became more comfortable, and then I was even told to make a cash memo of that. So that's how, that is what I remember the most, like learning thing. And then obviously the teamwork. Second thing would be the teamwork. Like if I haven't have like my team with me, it would have not been possible to complete these 80 hours of the journey. So I also want to mention this because why it wasn't possible, because my distance was too far from the workplace that I was going. But then my team used to encourage me, and then they would even come and take like pick me from there. So teamwork and yeah, communication skills, also all these um, other skills as such as those mission handling and everything.
That's really good. And honestly, learning and developing these skills at such a young age is going to open so many doors for all of you, because these are the skills that you can carry with you wherever you go and whatever career you guys choose, right? So, okay, so far we have talked about your trades, your interests, and the skills you developed. But now comes the part that I think our viewers are really going to be interested in. I heard that you guys actually get an opportunity to do internships twice a year as part of your skill education, right? Now, that's something many of us didn't get to experience when we were back in our school. So, let's talk about it. Can you tell us about your internship experience? Where did you do your internship? What kind of work was given to you initially? Who helped you find this internship? How long was it, and or how many hours did you spend there? The work environment, and guidance from the supervisor. All this, and most importantly, actually, what did you learn from this experience that you couldn't have learned inside a classroom? This will help our viewers. So, Yengam, you start.
Okay, sir. So, mm firstly, my internship was from my trainer, vocational trainer in my school. We usually take in our summer break internship. So it was that time when our like sir informed us like the summer break is coming soon, and then we have this program internship, and then so anyone interested can join. And then he said like that, and then only few turn up, and I was one of them. And then we were given the opportunity to choose. There were like four options where we can choose our workplace. So as for me, I chose motonation, but there were some naga boats, and then the other one was in the library where they have to fix all this electricity and all. So I chose motonation, and then it was our trainer who have guided us through this workplace. And then it was not others who chose for me, but we chose it in the end. But yeah, we had three groups, three teams, three groups where we are going to different. But I was fortunate that I got two workplace. One was Moto Nation and other was AR Missionary, which are both located in Kohima itself only. So first I went 2 week, and then we distributed it into like one week for each workplace. So first week we went to the AR machinery shop, and then we sat there, and then sometimes it happened that uh, there were no customers, and then we don't have much things to do. And at that point of time, our provider, he was so kind that he would sit with us, he would talk about all the business, like how the trading is it's taking place, and how he have started his business. And that's how we came to learn about so many, like how we can do all this business. So we learn a lot from him too. And also um, the other sir, he was also sharing us about the missions. He once showed us practically how to use it, and then names of all these missions and accessories, small, small. And at first, it was so hard to remember all the missions name, And but then we gradually, learned everything. And as I've shared earlier, also like customers sometimes didn't turn up, so we used to talk to them, and then prepared a cash memo and everything. And then the next week we went to the Moto Nation, where there are like there used to be a lot of customers with good big bikes. They would come, and then we have to sometimes change the chain. They come for changing their cables or the bike chain or tire. So we used to help them with that. So we will take the brush and clean the chains, and then sometimes I even got an opportunity to start a bike, and I was so excited, and I did it, and I was so happy that time. And then with the cables, and then yeah, all these things. And then one time we were told to dissect all the parts of the scooty, and then that day we were doing it, unscrewing it, everything. And then the next day we were even told again, rejoin it, everything. So that time, being new to this thing, we were a little, hesitate like to do it everything. But then there, the people, the co-workers, they helped us, and that's how we learn. And then my experience was so amazing. Recalling back, I feel so, happy and nostalgic again. Like sometimes I feel like I can't go back to that time, like something like that. But embracing the memories. So particularly what I've learned is like, technically, like being a girl, I couldn't use all those tools, but now I'm confident to use some tools. Not it might not be every tool, but some tools I can use it. And then apart from that technical part, I have learned so many things, such as being patient, or being kind to people, or like even when the times is hard, like not giving up. So that's what I have learned. Yeah, thank you. That's my experience.
No words, Yengam. No words. Satvik or Srishti?
Yes, sir, I will go first. Firstly, Engam, it was really great to hear some wonderful experience. Actually, I also reflect some of the topics which you have shared. So basically, what happened is that in 11th, our vocational trainer informed us that we had to, like, basically, we need to do 80 hours of internship in a service center or anything like that. So basically, we had to form a team of six. Basically, we were six members in a automobile from our particular class. So we made a team of six peoples, and we started searching for the place where the people can give us internship. Basically, it was like an 80 hours mandatory internship to get a certificate. So basically, we started searching for it, and finally, we found an employer which who agreed for the 80 hours of internships. And also by the communication of a vocational trainer, he agreed to give us a internship. So after going, like, it was like an first thing we heard internship in the first thing. We actually didn't know what it is, what internship, what we should do in the internship, anything. We didn't know anything. Firstly, we were a curious mind. We didn't know anything. Yet we went to that service center with the six minds without any information or anything. Just entered into the service center as a customer without anything, knowing anything. And we talk to the supervisor what we should do, how we should do, everything like that. So basically, in the first 1 week, we used to work 2 hours and get home by 6 o'clock after that, after the classes. So, and after a week, when we get more familiar with what we are doing, we used to work 2 to 3 hours until 7 o'clock in the evening and get back home. Also, in a Sunday, Saturdays, and weekends, we used to work 4 to 5 hours, and we really used to enjoy a lot because in Sundays and Saturdays there were not really much work. So we used to talk with the other employees and get to know what they actually do and all. Also, during that 8 years internship, I learned how a service center workflow actually manages, how a manager manages everything inside the service station, how cars come, how do they repair, how employees document what they are doing and everything and all. So actually I have learned so many things. Also, problem solving is the first thing which I have learned, to identify what is the specific problem in particular vehicle which we need to solve and all. And documentation and other things are the things which I have done in my 8 years of internship.
Okay.
Good to hear your experience, Satvik. Srusti? No,
Yeah,
no, 1 second, 1 second. Uh, I have one question for Satvik and Yengam. You guys, during your internship of 8 years, did you get to do servicing or work with any BMW bike, Hayabusa, Harley Davidson, any of the that kind bikes?
Unfortunately, no, sir.
You will get it, don't worry. Yengam, for you, नागालैंड में है ऐसा कोई बाइक?
नहीं है ऐसा कुछ. So yeah, in my time was not there. Maybe after I was done with my internship, there might have come.
Okay, so okay, fine. Susti, you can take over.
okay,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Now I'll take over. So my experience was amazing, and I learned technical skills, social skills, and like sample labeling, using the machines, and maintaining hygiene. And also learned soft skills like talking politely with patients and coordinating. And what's the teamwork I learned there in the healthcare trade. And I understand what are the responsibilities, how can we overtake them. And every student should do these internships in another. It's not mandatory that we should do in healthcare. We can do anywhere where you like. And very great memories, as youngam tell us, that we when we remember it, it's we get some happiness that we did that. So, and what the books can't give us, the practical knowledge that we can gain in this internship, right? So I think this was beneficial, huh?
All very touching experiences, but every internship experience has that one story that you can never forget, like something funny happened or something completely went wrong and now you don't know what will supervisor tell you, or you have done something for the very first time and you feel so happy for yourself, or your supervisor comes and appreciates your work by the end of the your whole 80 hours. So tell us, what is that one incident from your internship that you still remember? Like internship bolenge to you will remember that one incident immediately. Anything of that sort? Sushti, go first.
Yeah, mine was gone totally wrong actually. I broke a glass in front of a patient, and it was too embarrassing thing that I did there. But the good thing was the employers, the workers were very great that they didn't scold me. They calmed me that don't get embarrassed. It's a normal thing happened with them also. So what I means. Generally everyone in home we broke something, they scold us, not just calm us. But there I think that they calm me, and I swear that nobody is getting me embarrassing that like. And it was a very wrong thing happened in my internship. I can't forget it in my entire life actually.
I will run away. If I was the patient there, seeing you break that apparatus, I'd like, nai, 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 my life is more precious. I will run away from there. Yengam, any such experiences for you?
Not such experience like I have done something wrong
गाड़ी
or
को
like
हवा में चलाया क्या?
no, not like that. But one thing which I've already shared, like starting a bike was like that was
हाँ, yes, yes. You already
already
shared.
already so touching for me, and then so overwhelming for me. So chalane the like riding is like another thing. So that is one thing, and then the most that if as you have said, like hearing the word internship, what comes to my mind is that we always used to go for our lunch break. So we were actually three of us, two were boys, so I was the only girl. Though maybe like I was like a boy in front with them too. So we used to have a lot of fun, go for lunch break. We will cook sometimes by ourselves because one of us like their home was near that Moto Nation only. So we used to go back to his home and then cook whatever recipe we want to cook. Like we try different recipes and then try new things for our lunch. So lunchtime, I really remember the lunchtime also.
Cool, cool. Satvik, you have any such awe incidents from your internship experience?
Yeah, no, sir. So actually, I don't have any bad experiences, but
Not
one
just
thing,
bad, any awe experience.
or experiences that, or the exciting one, which is that
Yes,
after the 8 hours of internship, that employer agreed or offered us the full-time role for a 17 years
yes,
old.
yes,
That was
yes,
something
yes.
exciting, and also I have basically in the team of six, I was the first one to complete 80 hours of internship. So that's that. For that reason, I also got the appreciation from the employers also. So that's what I can still remember.
Such a nice stories you guys have. And I think these are those exactly kind of experiences that stay with us for a very long time, right? And what was your parents' reaction when you told them that you wanted to do an internship? I'm sure they would have had some mixed feelings, no? They would have been excited, but also a little worried or unsure. We would love to hear how they reacted and how they supported you.
Yes, sir. Firstly, my parents were, I didn't know what actually internship is, but yet they were really supportive in terms of internship. I used to come back home in 7:30 or 8 o'clock, but yet they would not used to ask where you were, what you were doing and all. Yeah, but I didn't misuse any of that time. I did my internship, documented each of these things, got signature from the employer and the supervisor and all. And yeah, in my parents' reactions was not really exciting or something like that, but yet supportive kind of, yeah, you can do that, you can go to that employer, you can do such things and all. They used to support me in all the situations. That is what my parents' reactions was.
Super, super. Susti or Yengam, how did your parents react when you said you are going to do internship for 50 hours?
So actually, my parents were very excited and they were cheering me, encouraging me to do all these things. And every parent in the family hope that our child should do learn something new in their life, no? So my parents were like that kind only, that she should learn her skill. She's gaining some knowledge there. So they were very happy.
Super. Yengam?
For me, like I am from Mon district, so I'm studying in Kohima district. So like we usually return in summer break or winter break to our hometown and meet our family like that. So they were kind of little sad that they are going to miss me. I'm not going to come in summer break. So that's the only thing that bothered them. But other than that, they were like, "Oh wow, where?" And then they were more excited for me. And then they were also happy that our trainer was already providing us. It's not like we going and searching for a place for like internship. So it was already given to me and I'm taking it. So like they were happy and they supported me with everything. They even arranged with like they gave me extra pocket money for my traveling and everything, and then my lunch and everything. So having their back, very encouraging. So it was really good. Like, and I wasn't even expecting that from them, but yeah, it turned out that they were more, excited for me, and then they were telling me to learn more like that.
Extra pocket money, huh? Nice, nice. I really love hearing that. Because parents giving their children that freedom to step outside the usual path, explore what they're interested in, learn through real experiences. That to me is true independence. It's wonderful to see parents trusting their children, encouraging their interests, and giving them that confidence to explore their own path. So, a big appreciation to all those supportive parents. Was there a moment during your internship when you felt, wow, I'm actually capable of doing this? Or, huh, actually capable of doing this? Is there anything like that?
Yes, sir. So, as I mentioned, we were a team of 6 members, and I used to work overtime, or I used to work after my fellow teammates going home. Yet I used to work. So basically, I used to get to learn new things. I used to talk to new peoples. So in that way, I got to learn more things. So in that scenario, yes, I gained some extra knowledge than them, also extra working times than them, and so that I have completed my 80 hours of internship early than my fellow teammates.
Fantastic. Um, and before you started your skill education, all three of you, how confident were you guys? And after the training and completing your internship, what has changed in you as a person?
So in person, there is so many say changes. Yeah,
Thoda
after the
batao.
skill education, I have got the opportunity to be a skill mitra in Lend Hand India. So that is
Mm.
what the first opportunity I got. And the second opportunity, as I mentioned earlier, I got a full-time role offer from that same service technician employer. So yeah, this is what the two of opportunities I got after choosing completing the vocational education.
Okay. Um, Now, before we move towards the end, there is one more thing I don't want us to forget. The daily diary or reflection. For those who are watching this, show right now, they may not know what we are talking about. Can you explain what is this daily diaries? What exactly do you write in it? And more importantly, how did writing about your daily work and experiences help you understand what you were learning? Did you ever look back and at your reflections and think, oh wow, I actually improved? Just either of all three of you can just explain what is this daily diary or reflection. Was it mandatory?
So, let me go first. So,
Yes.
maintaining tele diary is like, very helpful. So it was not that mandatory, but it was, depend on ourselves if we want to maintain it like that. And but I wanted to maintain it, and then I decided to maintain it every day, and then I used to write like for every day, like whatever I have learned, and then I would even question my like proprietors, like what again you explain, so that I will write like I didn't write, so please repeat it again. So I used to write it like in that way, and then I would go back and then tell my friends whatever I've learned, and I would I would share them like he's like today I learned this one and that one, no, and then I even shared to them, and then what profited me or what that helped me is that later on when I forget something or like that, it helped me to revise it again, or sometimes I can recall back like what I have did yesterday and what I'm going to do today. So it really helped me. And the most important thing which helped me was like when I was even given the opportunity to share about my experience to my other friends in the school. So the time uh what helped me the most was the deadly diary. Like I have to while sharing my experience, I share them whatever I have written in the diary do, like I recall back from that. So yeah, daily diary is like not mandatory but it's important and it helped me a lot for me personally.
Uh, Anything to add on for Satvik and Sushti, or is it the same reflections?
Yes, mostly it is same, but for us it was like an uh, verification for the vocational trainer, because we used to document each things what we have done in that particular day during the 80 hours of internship. So we used to write all the documentation what we have learned and what we have done in that particular day, and we used to get a signature from the supervisor. And after that, when we used to go to that college, we would get the signature from the vocational trainer and verify it so that he can confirm that we have done that internship and all.
So it was not just doing it for namesake, but there is a value in it. Amazing. Honestly, listening to all of you makes me a little jealous, because you guys have access to opportunities like this, something many of us simply didn't have when we were in school 20 years ago. But more than anything, I feel really proud of all three of you and of the many other students across the country who are making the most of these given opportunities. You're not just learning a skill, you're exploring your interests, gaining real world experiences, building confidence to shape your own future. And I think that is truly wonderful to see. All right, so we spoke so much about internship, journey, skill mitra, reflections, daily diary. Now let's have some fun. I'm going to ask you some quick questions. Don't think too much. Just give me your first answer. जो भी दिमाग में आता है ना, फर्स्ट आंसर देना पड़ेगा. Okay, one skill every student should learn. Only one word.
Communication.
Okay, next. Yengam. Quick.
Communication for me.
Already done. Next. Sushti. Sushti, you are there? Okay. One thing your internship taught you about yourself.
Confidence,
Confident.
responsibility.
Yeah. Like we're same. So I think both of us
Yeah.
were saying the same thing.
Same
Yeah.
trade, same answers. One person who inspired you during this journey.
The employers or the vocational trainers who
my
motivated
my
us.
vocational trainer.
Okay. One thing you wish you had known before you started your internship.
More of more about what we will be doing next during that internship.
Cool. If you could learn one completely new skill tomorrow, what skill you want to learn?
I would like to
Digital
learn
skills.
sales
Sales.
tactics
Okay.
and all.
Okay. Yengam for you?
Digital skills for me.
Okay. Sushti is not there. Okay. I think some technical glitch for her. One word that describes your internship experience.
Joyride.
Sorry?
Joyride.
Okay. So, would you recommend skill education to other students? Why?
Because
Definitely.
yes, because students should not be limited to academics, because I have learned so many things like after in during that internship I have learned so many things than I have learned theoretically. So
Hmm.
practical knowledge matters really a lot. So I guess vocational education is must, and every student should choose in the schooling. So it will really help a lot, because as you can see I am sitting here talking to with this opportunity.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, actually it works. It gives opens so many doors, opportunities and all.
Yengam or
Like
Sushti, you want to add on something?
yes, sir. Likewise, Sadvik have said, like I feel and I believe that every student should have this awareness. Like some people don't, are not even aware of what internship is. Sometimes I used to share to my friends like I'm doing internship and everything. They say, "What is internship?" So sometimes I feel really, bad for them. I would say. So we should actually have this opportunity for every child. And then lastly, I would also want to add, like, from my experience, I want to encourage all the girls, like, don't limit yourself because of like people's expectation. Like I've said, some society, they don't expect the girl to, go to some field like more suitable for boys, something like that. but then don't limit yourself, and then don't tell yourself like I can't do it even without trying it. So for me, like I have learned a lot from my internship. So do other students also deserve that. So I believe everyone should have this privilege.
Okay, before we close today's session, I have one question from the chat box. So, is there any student or anyone from your family who got motivated by what you have done, like by picking up this vocational education? Did anyone in the family got inspired, or did anyone else in the school got inspired? Is one question from the chat box from our viewers. Who wants to answer?
Yes, sir. So yeah, not in the family, but my juniors
Hmm.
are really reflects my whatever I have been doing, and they are motivated enough. So when I used to talk with them, they would tell like, you are doing really great at this engage. You got so many opportunities and all. And also I used to get so many DMs in the LinkedIn saying, what are you doing? You are doing some really exciting thing. You are doing amazing in this early age. Really all the best and all. So seeking all that gratitude really motivates me also.
Srusti, all
Yeah,
good?
yeah. My sister is like, Didi, I'm also going to do, when I will pass my 10th standard. I want to explore this. You did that, you did this. So I will also going to experience that. She is like, no, you did, so I will also do that thing.
Amazing. Yengam?
For me too, like there wasn't like my family, not from the family, but from the friends. I have a lot of friends who is like so curious, and I appreciate their curiousness. So they used to ask a lot of questions, and I believe they learn
सभी
so
को
many
गाड़ी
things.
चलाना है.
हाँ, सिर्फ
सभी को
गाड़ी
गाड़ी
नहीं,
चलाना है.
not only in car wise or anything that automobile field, but learning firstly, like learning about internship itself. So as I've said, some don't know, some even don't know about the internship. So I used to tell them, and they used to ask a lot and lots of questions. And sometimes my answers used to get over of all these questions. And yeah, there are a lot of friends who wants to, eagerly know what is it about. So I've seen a lot of friends like that.
Amazing. What a wonderful conversation we had so far. Let me tell you all once again that skill education is not just about learning a trade, it is about discovering your interests, building new skills, gaining real world experience, and becoming more confident about your future. And that is what our theme today is all about: freedom to choose, skills to grow, confidence to fly. To our three interns, thank you so much for being with us today and for sharing your experiences so openly. And to all the students watching, don't be afraid to explore. You don't have to know today what you want to become tomorrow. Try something new, learn something, make mistakes, learn again. You never know. One opportunity, one skill, or one experience could change the way you see the future. Thank you everyone for joining us for yet another episode of Conversation with Interns. See you all in the next episode. Thank you and have a wonderful day.